Well, hello there. Hello there and welcome. It's your buddy, Admiral Teag. I was just checking my Twitter. You can follow me here at TMCTEAG on Twitter. Pirate Admiral Teag. While we await justice on my Twitter problems, Frosk is at it again. Exactly one day ago at this point, we're just 24 hours out from this ground-shaking and earth-shattering news, and, what can I say except, you should probably sit down. We're about to bypass the compressor here, and I guess it's sad. The tweet begins, I've been angry for a long time with my peers for not using their power and voice to stand up for others in the industry. Had to come to some hard terms that people who I'd known for years, who I thought were good friends, just weren't. Devastated me for a long time. That's tweet 1. Anyway, I'm leaving the industry, begins tweet 2. Found new work elsewhere. This industry is really messed up, and what happened to me and plenty of others wasn't fair. And it could have been avoided if we'd all stood together. You let me down. But I get why. Cheers and good luck. We have lost Frosk to the gatekeepers. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, Frosk, who stood up against objectifying women by objectifying women herself on her Twitter, is no longer with us as a game reviewer. She will live on, provoking people and making nasty comments on Twitter. On this channel, we have a library download computer which we use to analyze reactions from people in the 21st century. We are broadcasting to you from the year 2285 across the whole in time, and we have intercepted some intelligence from your time in the form of the tweet from Frosk, which I read. And, she starts with saying she's been angry for a long time. That much is indisputable. On this channel, we use the library download computer to analyze intelligence and reactions from your time, 2023, and your star date is 0119.23 by our reckoning. And we have a video here from a YouTube channel called Cult Classic Cage. 1.27 thousand subscribers. They're doing all right. They uploaded this video 5 hours ago, and it's fairly successful already with about 200 views. It has 49 thumbs up, and while we're on the topic, if you could like or follow Admiral Teag, you'd be helping save Star Trek and send a message to the woke weirdos destroying the IPs that we love. Anyway, Cult Classic Cage self-described tomboy weighs in on Frosk leaving the gaming industry. She's been going for a couple of minutes here when we drop in on her, but the link for this one will be in the description. Her video is called Frosk Leaves the Gaming Industry, A Gatekeeping Success Story. Indeed.
Throw shade. And here in this tweet right here, Frosk says, I've been angry for a long time.
Yep, she's been angry for a long time.
With my peers for not using their power and voice to stand up for others in the industry. Had to come to some hard terms that people who I'd known for years.
Years! She's known these people for literal years.
Who I thought were good friends,
She thought they were her friends.
Weren't. Devastated me for a long time. Anyway, I'm leaving the industry.
No!
Found new work elsewhere. This industry is really messed up.
I guess.
And what happened to me and plenty of others.
It's less messed up without her.
Others wasn't fair.
No.
And it could have been avoided if we had all stood up.
Yeah, all stood up together. You're such a victim.
Together, you let me know, but you let me down, but I get why. Cheers and good luck.
So, here comes Cult Classic Cage with her take on the whole controversy. She's chuckling.
First off, she's upset that everyone else ducked for cover after
Yeah, we're on the same page so far.
after that bullshit ass rant that she put out there. And you know what? They should have.
Fair enough.
It's time for gamers to let these people know, these fake representatives of gaming. It's time to let them know that if you want to.
Okay, so she's outright rejecting Frosk, and we can see our pal Cult Classic right here.
Disrespect us, it's fucking over for you. If you want to sell your product, if you want us to watch you, if you want us to pay you any attention whatsoever, if you want us to be kind and cordial to you, then you'll respect us.
This is sounding a lot like what we hear from Doomcock, you know, without respect, we reject.
It's that simple. You will respect us. And if you don't, you end up like that. So
wow, the devastating smackdown from our pal. And this, you've got an idea of what we get from Cult Classic Cage, who's a pretty good YouTuber from what I can tell so far. I'm enjoying it, and hope you are too. Just gonna switch back to our regular view, and we're gonna continue to take a listen to our pal Cult Classic Cage, who I will leave a link in the description for her video.
Oh, it's really your choice at the end of the day, but she's very, very upset that she wasn't a part of the protected class, you know,
right?
The upper echelon of.
Right, she's excluded from being an elitist. That was like, she was angry about that. She didn't want everyone to be equal. She was angry that she herself wasn't an elitist. I'm thinking a good point, Cult Classic, CCC.
People in, you know, in the industry of wealth, I should say, more so than the industry of gaming. But basically,
she's just homes right in on this.
Definitely a protected class, the upper echelon, and Frosk is upset that she wasn't a part of it. And I mean, whether that's her fault or not, I mean, you know, a lot of people like to blow smoke up people's ass.
Yeah, we found that out. Frosk likes to blow smoke and throw shade. She does both.
And just pretend that, you know, give them this false sense of hope or false sense of protection. And that's kind of a normal thing, I think.
So she seems to be saying that Frosk thought herself to be better than other people and thought that she was in with the cool kids when she wasn't.
That maybe Frosk was offered that, you know, false sense of protection. And where Frost fucked up is that she decided to abuse her place.
Got out of line in the pecking order of people who got to call shots. I don't know. Well, let's see where she's going.
On G4, thinking that she had protection. So that's on her at the end of the day. I mean, I think
it's definitely on her, but yeah, I would say that's probably a correct assessment. She thought she had protection because she was probably green-lighted on this. They seemed ready for it. They seemed ready for it to happen, and they capitalized on it. They didn't buy it back.
Wrong to instill a false sense of protection in anybody, but it's also wrong to think that you do have that protection and abuse your power.
All right, interesting point.
So yeah, she's upset clearly that she wasn't a part of the protected class, and
right.
She said she's leaving the industry. She doesn't say to where, to what.
Yeah, that was interesting. We don't know where she's heading.
She's doing probably OnlyFans, which would be the greatest irony of it all, right?
And the smallest channel ever.
Given her whole I'm not here to be pleasing to your eyes.
And you can see a picture of our pal Frost. She absolutely wasn't.
But
Cult
that's
Classic Cage, on the other hand, not the worst looking.
Honestly, this is cause for a celebration and just
I agree.
Basically a warning to people that want to act like this.
Wow, some pretty good insights here.
That want to talk shit to us. That this could be you. That's all. That's really the main thing that I think we want.
Just looking at Cult Classic here, she doesn't have a gigantic neck tattoo that's like crazy and low effort like Frosk's. She has no neck tattoo. So, I mean, not that neck tattoos are bad, but wow, is frosks ever bad? And, not for everybody. And this person has wisely chosen not to get one and not wearing it well.
To be shown here. This could be you. And, she was expecting all these people to stand up for her. They ducked for cover, as they should.
I don't know. I think for a while they all thought that the wind was blowing in a different direction, but I see where you're going. I don't disagree.
And, it's one of those things where Frosk's rant, I think the best thing I could appreciate about it is how unanimously everyone came out of the woodwork and smited the shit out of her.
I would agree. There wasn't a lot of people standing with her after about 36 hours had gone by, and enough people with enough credibility stood right up to it, because let's face it, this would have worked 4 or 5 years ago. It would have probably worked.
This is the one time most of us were in unity together.
That's true. Frosk, the great unifier.
Given how divisive modern day is entirely, that's the sad reality of it. It's rare moments where most of us stand in unity, and
that's true. So I guess we can thank Frost for that.
That was one of them.
She's a uniter, not a divider.
To tell Frost to go fuck herself, pretty much. So I mean,
yep,
in that sense, it was really cool.
Yep.
To see that, I'm at least it happened in modern day. I could say that, it's kind of shocking to me. I'm still genuinely shocked. I mean, obviously you had your outlier weirdos.
Right, okay. Everyone acknowledges this. I think she's going to make a point that Frost was cherry-picking the weirdest comments and just obsessing on them as though they meant something. And let's face it, we all get some weirdo comments. Someone's going to tell me I suck at this. I was told that I was as dumb as a TBI chimp and had no business trying to run this fleet, and I had to vacuum tube the guy right out the airlock.
That I thought it was completely justified what she did. I mean, but they're outlier weirdos. They are not the, what is deemed the acceptable opinion.
I would say that Triple C is right here.
Because their opinion is garbage. So, yeah, guys, Frosk is out.
Hooray.
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey.
Hey 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 hey
hey. Goodbye.
Hey hey.
Straight up. We don't want you here. And anybody else that wants to play this fucking game where you fuck with us.
Right.
This is how it ends. I want that to be the standard. Because, like I said, gatekeeping.
This chick is based. Let's hear what she has to say about gatekeeping.
This is, in a sense, gatekeeping. This bitch left this industry. Because guess what? We said that you're not welcome here.
This is true.
Given you don't want to respect us. I think
this is again true.
That's a great form of gatekeeping. Now, there are a lot of other people in this industry that have been invited by the big players, like gaming publishers.
She knows more about this stuff than me.
Gaming news outlets. Like, all of these companies have invited false, non-gamers, people that I don't really appreciate.
Okay, she's just going a little long on her point, so I don't want to get a strike here, but I do want to let Cult Classic Cage get her point across.
Or are into gaming in any way, shape, or form. Matter of fact, they hate us gamers. And
she seems to be speaking for a lot of people on that. I hear that a lot. I see it a lot on Twitter. I see it on the Reddits.
They've been invited by the big players in the industry to have a space here when they don't deserve one. I'm sorry to have to inform you, but if you're not into gaming...
Wow. I mean, just laying it right in the line, but you can't impugn Cult Classic Cage here for being just, truthful and speaking from the heart. This is her truth.
We have no insight, no talent, nothing to offer. You don't like gamers. You don't like...
So she's tired of being scoffed at, and that's another popular sentiment.
The atmosphere of gaming. You only seek to change and browbeat us, then you do not belong here. and you should honestly leave like Frosk. So, like I said, when it comes to these people that don't belong here, either
So she's just laying it down. She is not really ready to change anything for Frosk here, and certainly doesn't feel respected by her, and is ready for Frosk to move on.
conform to how gaming is and respect it, or get the fuck out. It's really that simple, guys. I want that to be known at
So this pretty based point of view.
this point. Do I feel sorry for Frosk? No, I really
Not many people do.
don't. I know that she was talking about how people, how she was kind of set up, and it's like,
Was she set up? I don't know. That was full throated to me. I mean, if she's never said she was acting, I've never seen it.
maybe you were, but you still believe what you said. So
That is the core of the matter. There is that she believes what she said.
fuck you, and not for nothing, she's one of the most divisive individuals I've ever seen. Like she's clearly in it for
I am really just agreeing with everything this YouTuber is saying.
herself, no doubt. So that's just the type of person she is. Like when a bunch of employees got laid off from G4 before she never.
I mentioned this before, spiking the football on her friends' jobs or her former coworkers' jobs. I don't know that people like Frosk have many friends, if any.
Notably did. She was just saying, "Ha ha ha! I survived," and it's
Yeah, that was messed up.
just like, yeah, but a lot of people that you worked with didn't,
Right.
and you couldn't at least, pretend to not be a piece of crap. Like this is the type of person the gaming industry is losing.
Yeah, well, really, like addition through subtraction.
So it's not a bad thing at all. Just the fact that is her mindset. You could tell that she's a very selfish and divisive individual.
We're getting that across the board, like everybody except for the 2,200 people who liked this tweet from yesterday. And as I look back at the ship's Twitter machine, I am seeing that Frosk here, when I pull it back up, Frosk has 134,000 followers on Twitter, and she really only got like 2,200 likes on this, and she has a pinned tweet from June 30th that only has 694 likes. So I mean, doing almost Admiral Teag like numbers with the social media Frosk.
And we don't need that here. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about Frosk being butthurt about what happened to her. If you can, like the video.
You know what? The link for this is going to be in the description. Please feel free to like and follow this channel.
Share the video, subscribe to the channel. Follow me over on Twitch or Twitter if you want to continue
You should also like or follow Admiral Teag.
the conversation. And guys, with that being said, I'm out. Peace.
You know what? She's okay. We'll get another quick look at our pal Cult Classic Cage so you can know who she is. The link for her video is going to be in our description, so it shouldn't be a problem. And here you go. This is Cult Classic Cage. This is a YouTube channel that has 1.27 thousand subscribers. It has just added another, and this video has 49 likes, now 50. Well, it's been a lot of fun talking to you. I hope you enjoyed my ASMR of Captain Kirk's quarters. It's great sleep ambience from Ender for Life, who is an amazing contributor to this channel's believability. It's not easy to run an imaginary starship, but because of Ender for Life, I'm able to do it. This channel has social media. It would be great if you could like or follow me here. I'm just waiting for you to just jump right in there with me and help me out with this whole message we're sending to Hollywood, where we try our best to send a message. We want good, logical sci-fi movies that mostly make sense with a reasonable runtime. Is that so much to ask for? We don't need these seasonal tales of woke redemption, and we don't need Frosk browbeating and shaming us. I'm glad you found time to join me, and it's been an honor to spend time with you. If you could hit the like or follows, you'd help me out because we're stronger with you than without you. Till next time, on behalf of Saving Star Trek, it's your buddy, Admiral Teag, signing off.